Just say it.
Just do it, man.
Welcome to Here's the Deal. We're shooting a talk show in my living room. And I've got a couple of friends together today, and we're going to talk about things. Origin stories, people breaking into cars, and comedy, hip-hop, and classical music. Welcome to Here's the Deal.
Here's the deal, we're gonna make you squeal. Here's the deal, here's the deal, here's the deal, we're gonna rap in a field. Here's the deal, here's the deal, here's the deal, here's the deal, with Marty.
That was fine.
Is that okay?
That was okay.
A fly just went by your face.
It was cheap, but it works okay.
Cool.
This is Chris Woods, everyone.
Hi.
Chris lives down the street from me. He plays the violin. We're from the same neck of the woods.
We are.
You're from Florence?
South Carolina. Florence,
Yeah.
South Carolina.
Florence, South Carolina. Why do you play the violin?
Why? I don't know. It's kind of cool. I started when I was 4. My parents are both musicians. My dad's a pianist and my mom is a violist.
Okay.
You know what a viola is?
Yeah, it's like a big violin.
Right.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Nice. Good job.
But it stands on the floor. It's smaller than a cello.
Right.
Does it stand on the floor?
Yeah, that fly just went by me again.
We're paying him like double day rate to do that.
Nice.
Yeah.
What am I getting? Triple?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I have 6 beers in the fridge.
Nice. I don't drink.
There's some leftover Thai food.
Is it vegan?
No. There's pork and fish sauce in it.
You have nothing for me. He doesn't have a meal, he doesn't have anything that he can drink.
You've traveled playing music.
I have. I've been to a lot of places. I've been to Macau, China. I've been to New Zealand. Been to Italy. I just remember in New Zealand something I was surprised about was they had penguins there. Like these little gray furry penguins. I remember seeing a dead one. That kind of sucked.
A dead penguin?
Dead penguin on the ground.
How did that make you feel?
Kind of sad, you know, like you start thinking about your own mortality and like if reincarnation is real, like if we were a penguin at one time. Now it's kind of making me think about Jurassic World and genetic manipulation and creating, you know, have you seen Jurassic World?
I haven't.
You
Have
should.
you?
Yeah, I just saw it last night with my sister.
Was it good?
It's really good.
Less disappointing than Mad Max?
It was good. I like Mad Max.
You did?
Yeah, you didn't like it?
You know, my MO is to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Which is why I love Tomorrowland.
He likes disappointment. Tomorrowland was the film for him. George Clooney, what are you doing? A man of the future. A future where movies suck hard.
Well, we'll check back in with Chris later. It's time to introduce a hip-hop producer, comedian, filmmaker, good friend of mine. He also kind of lives down the street. Let's welcome Kovas.
Kovas, hip-hop producer.
Thank you for being here, buddy.
Chris is amazing.
I can't tell if you're disappointed a little bit.
You did? No.
Okay,
I
cool.
like you, Chris. Go to your point. Mad Max is Mad Max. You go there, you see stuff, people fight. That's what the fuck is Transformers about?
My thing with those fast action shots is that they're so tight in a lot of times that I can't see what's going on. I feel like in old martial arts movies made in the 60s and 70s, the whole fight is happening and there's a guy kicking a guy and I can see all of both of their bodies. And nowadays, for some reason, even though we have the benefits of CGI and everything, it's just a fist hitting a taint.
So you want to see the whole
Hitting a
body,
taint?
basically.
You say hitting a taint?
That'd be kind of cool.
I think you got the wrong copy of Transformers from the video store.
Transformers, we are hitting taints.
Yeah, that was the porno version. That was made by Vivid.
When did you get into hip hop?
That was a good segue.
Thanks.
I think he was
my-
very sarcastic.
My dad was. Am I being mean? Am I the reason why this show may not get picked up?
No.
Can we curse on this show? Or is
we already have, haven't
Nobody's gonna see this show. We can curse on this
we?
show.
Right?
the censors? How did I get into hip hop? I think being in New York, you're always exposed by it. My dad was a DJ, and I was like basically always listening to hip hop. It was subconsciously, even in my mom's womb. So I think that it just became something that was like, it was the thing to do. You know, people would break dance or, you know, rap or battle rap. It was just, you know, it's very prevalent in New York. You know, it's like almost like indicative of a New York lifestyle, I feel like.
Right.
You know,
Everybody's a DJ in New York.
or a critic.
Mm.
But shout out to Prince. That was a song by Prince. No one's heard of it.
It went over our heads.
No one.
Where'd that fly go?
Fly's got a better agent than I do.
That's what I was thinking of.
See, I'm with you.
You're with me.
I noticed like girls would pay more attention to you if you rapped or you had like a cool, clever thing.
When I was 16 years old, I was paralyzingly terrified of women. And you did a song with Maceo from
I was signed when I was
De La
16.
Soul.
Yeah. I remember there was like this photo shoot happening in Harlem with all these hip hop artists, and I was like, that's where I need to go. I need to go there. So I had brought my like CD demo, and I was like just looking for the first person who was like looked important. And I was like, hey, I rap. And he was like, oh yeah, you rap? Okay. And he like opened up his car door and put the CD in, and they were like, this is dope. This is dope. And then like as they're listening, it's like Maceo and De La Soul walked out, and had no idea that was their road manager. So they were like, oh, this is great. Who was this? And I was like, that's me rapping. They're like, who did the beat? I was like, me too. And they were like, oh shit. And then they just like, you know, okay. And then like I think it was like a Friday, and then like Monday morning I got this weird unknown number to my phone, and I was like, who the fuck is this? And I answered the phone, and it was like Maceo, like rapping one of my raps from that demo CD I gave him. He was like, yo, you got some shit, kid. You got some shit. And then it was like from there, it was like I just like went on the road. They took me on a couple dates. I'm not really moved to LA yet though. I'm just kind of like I keep saying I just stay here for months at a time.
Do you sublet your place in New York?
I don't know if I'm gonna say that on camera because I don't know what my lease say.
Good thinking.
I've had some fun experiences. Like I've had the privilege to like I scored music for a Taylor Swift music video. It was violin and cello actually.
Why didn't you hire me?
I didn't know you at the time.
Oh, okay. Will you get me work in the future?
I will, because all those years of training to end up here is like I can't have that happen.
What's your process for like getting paid? Are you licensing things?
Oh wow, you just get all in my business lawyer. He was like, I thought my process of creating. He's like, no, actually, how you get your money? Do you go out there and put a gun in someone's head? Yeah, I have a publishing situation.
Why would you stereotype me like that?
Stereotype you?
Yes, assuming that I would assume that you would put a gun to someone's head.
Oh, I mean, it's not about that. I mean, you could be an Italian and put a gun to the head. I don't see race. I don't see color. I see the human race. There was a little conflict there. You like that? It's a little sexual tension.
Do you make beats for rap or rap for beats?
Say that again?
Do you make your beat for your rap, or do you make your rap for your beat?
No. Oh, so do I write the lyrics first, or do I make the music first? Is that?
Yes, that's what I said, but more concisely.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was out of nowhere.
Are you programming stuff or playing instruments and recording them?
Both. Sometimes it differs. It like depends. Like right now we're in a very EDM world, so like a lot of stuff is just like soft synths and programming and perfect MIDI functions and like perfect timing, and it almost sounds mechanical. But then sometimes if like I'm working with like a rock band or kind of like a folk influenced pop thing, you want a little looseness and sloppiness in the playing. So kind of whatever the right tool for the job is. People
Usually
gonna think
violin, like violin is actually making a real big comeback these days. Like I'm just saying, like if you ever want a violin on a track,
Chris, I'm fucking hiring you. You ain't gotta sell yourself.
Yeah,
You ain't gotta sell yourself. I was
I
like,
played on Justin Timberlake's album. So
now
that's
he's
cool.
gloating.
It was fun. Justin Timberlake's really cool. He like
Cool
talks
guy.
to people and stuff.
Jessica Biel.
A lot of people get super educated, especially in the classical music world.
Yeah.
They think they know everything, but a lot of times you can get so in your head and about all that shit that you don't actually make music anymore.
Well, you know, it's crazy. There's a quote by George Clinton from Parliament Funkadelic, good old Atomic Dog George, that the funk is what you don't hear. And a lot of jazz players say it's like the grace notes in between it. So it's like there's a certain soul. Like Mozart's father was technically proficient, but Mozart had a feeling in his compositions that outshined his father. You know? So it's like sometimes it's like you can't, it's like you want to have the technique and you also want to have the art merged together.
Right, because the technique, I mean, you can learn what everybody's done up until you, but let me put these glasses back on so I can
We've
see.
totally commandeered your podcast into a music podcast right now.
Yeah, but it's way more interesting. Yeah.
Kovas, have you ever been catfished?
Have you ever been catfished? No.
Too smart for that.
Is this a prepared interview or are you
Yeah.
just making up questions on the spot?
No, this is a prepared interview.
Prepared. Here's the deal. Is it prepared? We don't care. Is it prepared? Are you gonna go troll in a bar or get online and find someone that finds you fine and maybe have a glass of wine?
Okay. Yep. Since 4.
Yep.
And you do that. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Thank you. I can't tell if you're being slightly sarcastic.
Am I? No.
My parents are going to be very...
They were like, you know what? One day you can be on a podcast shot in someone's living room.
I did it for you. I'm here. This is real. Okay, that's enough.
Touching.
Yeah. It's very like a dramatic scene.
I felt good about it.
Are we done?
We talked a lot about nothing.